Hey everyone, this is Rachel, and today I'm here with a new scrapbooking process video. Thanks so much for joining me here, and I hope you enjoy. If you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome, and I would love it if you would become a subscriber. You can also click on the notification bell so you always know when I have a new video up. Alright folks, let's get going!
Hey everyone, welcome to Stash Bash with Rachel and Kelly. This is a monthly calibration, that would be collaboration I do with Kelly O'Black, where we take things from our stash and actually work with them rather than just admire them in our stash. Kelly came up with the idea of using paper pads, which is perfect because if you're anything like me, you love to buy the paper pads, you don't necessarily actually use the paper pads. So it definitely seems time to break into this. This is Maggie Holmes' Sunny Days. I purchased this at Joann's, oh gosh, probably last year. And I think I used it once. And that was it. So I have, luckily I realized pretty soon into the game of scrapbooking that I should not buy paper pads unless I really love the entire line, because quite often I just don't end up using them. I have a couple of Dear Lizzie ones and this one, and I think that's all. I've whittled my way down to just those. Simply because, like I said, I just don't use them, and I don't see the point of them sitting in my stash if I'm not going to use them. I want to just talk about a couple of things before I get into this actual layout. And sorry, I know I don't like to chatter beforehand, but it's a couple of things that are important. First of all, I am coming up very close to 3,000 subscribers. I do plan to do a product giveaway when I hit 3,000. There will be a video when I do that, just as a thank you to my subscribers. It's just going to be product I own. Some of it will be, I promise you guys, it'll be good stuff. I'm not going to be giving you 3/4 used sticker sheets. It will not all be new product, but it will all be usable product. And it's just a little thank you for being my subscribers, for watching my videos, for hanging out here and cheering me on while I'm doing stuff going on. So that leads into my second thing. You are going to notice a slowdown in my channel for the month of September and October. Hopefully not longer than that. For those of you who don't know, I am currently battling cancer. I am reaching the end of my chemotherapy regimen. And for those of you who don't know, the particular chemotherapy I'm on is cumulative. So each time I get the chemotherapy, the effects of it are a bit stronger, last a bit longer. So unfortunately, I'm just unable to scrapbook as much as I used to at the beginning. It's okay, I will be fine. I am reacting very well to the chemotherapy. All of my medical team is incredibly excited about the way my numbers are going. All of my nurses and my PA and my doctor, at one point the nurses and the PA kind of danced their way over to me, and I was kind of scared, and they're like, your numbers are amazing. I won't get into the specifics of that, but just know I'm fine. I just don't necessarily have a lot of energy, and I'm working on ideas. I'm working on researching different projects that I'll want to do once everything gets back to normal. I do have several collabs going on during the month of September, so you will see those. Once those are complete, I'm just not sure how much scrapbooking I will be able to do towards the end of September and then also the month of October. So thank you guys for hanging on. Thank you guys for all of your support, all of your messages and everything. I cannot tell you how, sorry, I'm gonna tear up right now. I cannot tell you how it makes me feel to know my online friends and my subscribers and the people I know in real life who watch my videos have my back and are with me on this, I'll be honest, not super fun time, happy time in my life. I try to be as positive as I can, and I'm sorry, I'm starting to sound like an idiot. But I just want you to know how much I appreciate you guys watching my videos. I appreciate your comments, your thumbs up, just the idea that there are people behind me cheering me on just makes me fight harder. So thank you. All right. I think we've had enough of the burbling. I'm going to go ahead, get you guys put on fast forward. Don't forget to check out Kelly's video. The link to her video will be in the description box below. All right, everyone, let's get going. Hey everyone, just so you know, I'm totally fine. Sorry I got emotional. Well, not sorry, but everything is really good. I just went a wee bit nut bar. I will point out my printer, I have the PictureMate, ran out of ink, so I'm just going to use those 2 photos that didn't print out well as kind of a place marker for the 2 photos I will be adding now that I've purchased new ink. I just haven't had a chance to put it in and print them out yet. So I'm going through the paper pad. This is one of those that has some embellishments, has a 12 by 12 sticker sheet. It also has a 12 by 12 alpha sheet. I'm not going to use that alpha sheet in this particular layout. I did use it for the one layout I made previously. I picked out the wonky stripe. I liked that very retro aqua and cream, and then I pulled out that blue, which is the my nephew is wearing a dark blue and light blue check shirt, so it went really well with that. And then I have a piece of white cardstock that I think is going to be my full background. I am going to change my mind in just a little bit. So I've got a 4x6, 2 3x4s that are vertical, and then 2 3x4s that are horizontal. But I know I just popped up the 2 photos that actually I need to print off. You can see one of those can definitely be trimmed down to a 3x3. Probably that top photo with the garbage can. I can trim off the garbage can, and go ahead and have those fit on that wonky stripe paper. So I've got that going, and I'm really happy with that. Now, here's where I think, oh, you know what I think I want to do with that dark blue? I think I want to make it the border. So I trimmed my white cardstock down to 11.5 by 11.5, I believe. And here's a little tip: if you have a paper pad that is perforated, you can go ahead and use your trimmer on it, and it will reduce or negate the perforations at all, if that happens to be something that bothers you. It happens to be something that bothers me, so I do usually go ahead and do that. If it's not something that bothers you, obviously ignore me. Now, another trick or tip is to only... Sorry, my dog Archie wants attention and he wants it now, so I apologize for the extraneous noise. Alright, so as I was saying, if you're going to have a bordered piece and you want to glue down that a top portion, just put glue on one side, and then once you get that down and you get it down straight, you can then add the rest of the glue behind the piece. Because that blue paper is not really cardstock, it's more of a pattern paper and a thinner pattern paper weight. For that reason, I did not gut the paper behind, just because it wouldn't have held up to the cardstock that is on top of it. Now I take the retro paper and I'm making it a vertical element going behind the wonky stripe paper. I decide what I want is to trim that wonky stripe paper down so it fits inside the white cardstock and lets the blue border be a full border. And I'm really happy with the way that turned out. I then decide to tear the edges of the retro paper. So this is something I do because it adds a texture. I don't sew. I don't love the look of when you use a texturing tool, and that's, just a personal preference. Sometimes some people love it, some people don't. So what I like to do is tear paper. It's something I did back when I first started scrapbooking in the early 2000s, and then I kind of got out of it for quite a while, and then probably over the past year I've gotten into it again. And it's probably, something I saw on a YouTube video or an Instagram post, and then decided, oh yeah, I think I want to get back into paper tearing. Now, another tip I will offer, if you have an acrylic piece or an acetate piece and it has a little covering on it, if you lay that flat and then run your fingernail over the top, sometimes it has a covering, and by doing that flat and then running your fingernail over it, it can release that plastic part easier, I found, than trying to hold it in your hands and doing the same thing. I then had pulled several die cuts. I forgot to mention that. So I pulled that summertime one. I pulled the tag one where my journal is going to go. I add glue, forgetting I don't want to add glue where the photo is actually going to go, so then I had to rub that up. I also added that square piece where it says, "This is the life," and I decided to tear the top of that just to make it a little bit smaller, so it fit inside the white cardstock, but then also I liked that it continued the natural edge of the top line of the pattern paper there. So in my journaling, I'm writing how we went to, there's a really awesome ice cream place. It's a little farther than we would normally go for ice cream, but it's really good. So we do try to get there once or twice a season. And they are social distancing. You have to order from your car. I mean, obviously we could have taken it home, but not really, because it's about 45 minutes away from our house. So we ate it in the car. You had to order from your car and tell them what each parking spot had a number, and then you had to just let them know your number, and then they would bring it to your car. You weren't allowed inside the building. So sorry, because I was telling that story, I didn't get to tell you, I added 2 epoxy flare that are from Scrap and Happy Studios on Etsy. One just has that heart with the arrow through it. The other is a quarantine package I bought, and it says 6 feet apart. So I like how it continues "This is the life 6 feet apart." Then from the 12 by 12 sticker sheet that came in the paper pad, I grabbed 2 of the different ice cream stickers along with 2 of the gold foil heart stickers. And now my dog Sadie has decided she needs to make noise, because apparently this is what happens. Just so you know, this has been the worst voiceover and editing I've had in a very long time. It just kept shutting off and not saving the sped up version, so it was super fun to do. And then it decided to just close itself, and yeah, I lost everything and had to restart. Super duper fun. In case you're wondering, this is why it's up later than it normally would be. All right, I add from a Thickers pack the words "Here and Now" as my title, and then I decide I want to add a little bit more pink, and I go with that watermelon, which several of the ice creams, not several, but quite a few of the ice creams are fruit flavored, and then I finish off with some Shimmer's Sweetheart Pink. That is going to finish me off. Please don't forget to head on over to Kelly's channel. It'll be in the description box, and check out her video. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for dealing with the super long intro and crazy emotional times. I promise I'm doing okay. I really am. I love you all. Have a great day. Bye.